Hi guys, you are welcome to my channel. Today we'll be looking at the weekend analysis on how gold expected to do its movement, how gold price is expected to do its movement next week. So we are looking at how gold is likely to react for the start of next week. And on the chart, I have gold price chart on the 4-hour time frame. So I'll be going to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we'll be looking at gold price with respect to pivot analysis. Now, gold on this daily time frame, gold price closed with a bullish candle, a strong bullish candle, a momentous bullish candle with high momentum. Look at this candle, last candle for the week. With respect to other candles, you can see that it's a solid bullish candle with little wicks at the end, at both ends. So that shows that the buyers came in with full force to push price well above the resistance area. These are resistance area, and the buyers came in to push price above the resistance area. And this is a clean break, and a clean break and close above the resistance area. Another thing is that the buyers ensured that price closed not below the psychological area, which is the 25000, but above it, which is a good sign or a good signal for the buyers. That is to say that if the week opens and price opens above the psychological area, price might drop a bit, then continue its direction up. But that is that for our market closed for the week. But let's look at the pivot analysis. Price closed well above the pivot line. The pivot line is 2488.96, and you can see that price closed well above the pivot line. So either of two things might happen. We might see price first of all dropping to test the pivot line before going up, or we might see price go up, opens below, and then start going up to test the first resistance. The first resistance is at 2527.39. So we might see that being tested, looking at the way the candle lapped, this daily candle lapped across the pivot line. I see price getting to 2527 area quickly at the start of the week. On the other hand, if price is unable to go up and something happens maybe over the weekend, we might see price open above and start to drop. To test, first of all, to test the pivot line, to cross below it, and then to test the support, the first support at 2468. But something must have happened. Probably the crisis is quickly resolved over the weekend. I'm talking about the Middle East crisis, the war in the Middle East. If it's resolved quickly over the weekend, we might see gold price drop drastically, and we might even see it dropping as far as 2433 for us to have like a bearish engulfing, and then possibly price starts to drop. But that's if that happens. But that the possibility or the probability of that happening is very, very small. There's small chance of success. So, but for now, with the way the bulls are in the market might open a bit below the closing price and start to go up. But let's watch as event unfolds at the start of the week. But that's that for pivot analysis. Let's look at what has happened on the monthly time frame. The monthly candlestick is still in progress. Monthly candlestick formation is still in progress. Just like I said in my previous videos, price dropped at the beginning of the month and then is fast moving up, forming a solid green candle for the monthly candlestick, with this wick showing that price dropped, but quickly buyers stepped in and buyers are pushing price to a new all-time high. The implication of this is price still has a long way to go upwards. But today is the 17th of August. We're more like still in the middle of the month. If price is able to close well above around here, we might expect price to continue to go up. But price on the monthly candlestick might decide to form a doji and drop back to its opening point. At that point, it might be tricky. If we have a doji, if price drops, if we have a drop of price back, let me change the color of this, for us to have like a doji, and that might signal a reversal. The price drops back and closes, for us to have a doji, that might signal a reversal or might signal a continuation. But let's keep our fingers crossed and continue to monitor. For now, the ascending trend line on the monthly time frame is still intact, and price is not making an attempt to come close to it, but rather another ascending trend line is being formed, indicating that the momentum is increasing. So price needs to break this first ascending trend line before breaking the second one. We also have another one around here. Price needs to break that before price can decide to drop drastically. But for now, price is pushing up. And on the monthly time frame, if we look at how price is able to break the range around this point, price is able to break the range around this point. We have a range. Now we have a breakout happening around here. So with the way price is able to break out at this particular junction, so we have a breakout. This way we have a breakout. With the way price is able to break out at that point. Excuse me, trying to illustrate the breakout. Okay. 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 Okay, let me just put it right. With the way price is able to break out around here, what we need to do is measure the impulsive move at this point, and to know the target, we measure this break. So if we look at what happens here, there's a possibility we might see a drop from there, or we might see a drop from 25056 or we might see further continuation. Further continuation is possible to around which level, maybe 2570 or thereabout. But for now, with the way it is, price is moving fast and pushing up to claim new highs. And if price is going to drop, there's this particular order block on the monthly time frame. Talking about this order block. Alright, buyers will be clustered around here to ensure that price does not break, to ensure that price does not drop to break it, but rather test it and go back up to continue its direction. Alright, another order block on the monthly time frame is this very one around here. If this fails, price might likely find support here for price to go back up, where we will possibly have more like a double top, or have a breakout and subsequent new highs. So that's that for the monthly time frame. Let's quickly jump to the weekly time frame and try to see what's happening on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, just like we have on the monthly time frame, we have this range. Right, and we have, just like what happened on the monthly time frame, we are looking at a breakout, all right, at this point. And with that breakout, we might decide to measure the inception of the impulsive price movement and possibly try to see where this leads to. We are looking at somewhere around 2605. 2605. So, but let's keep our fingers crossed. It shows that the buyers are really set to push price up. You might see price retest this particular range top, because it was a resistance around here, dropped and broke it to the upside. We might see this resistance area becoming support for price to find more buyers and then push further up. So that's that for the breakout. Now we have some cluster of buyers lined up around here. We have another cluster of buyers lined up in this area, and we have another set lined up in this area. Okay, and then we have another set lined up in here. So the sellers are going to have a tough time breaking through these barriers. But for now, the last candle for the week, the last weekly candle shows a strong bullish candle, and it shows that more buyers have entered the market to continue to push price up. And looking at the daily time frame, we started this video with the analysis on the daily time frame, but we still need to look at what's happening on the daily time frame. Just like what we did for the monthly and weekly time frame, we have the range period, have the range, is the range top, these are range bottom, and this is the impulsive move. Okay, replicating that. Alright, so what do we have on the daily time frame? we have 2548 or thereabout. 2548 is a likely stop with respect to this particular breakout that we have here. So we might expect price to get as far as 2548 with respect to this breakout we have seen. And looking at the last daily candlestick, shows a strong daily close. More buyers entered just after the break of this resistance area. More buyers entered into the market, and we have a clean break. Now we might see a retest where more buyers will come in and then push, because this place is a resistance area. Now price has broken the resistance area. We might see the resistance area becoming a support for more buyers to join and push price further up. But if price does not go up, we have here as the point where buyers will be waiting to push price up. Now if that particular line or level breaks, we have another set of buyers waiting around here. If that breaks, we have another set of buyers waiting at this point before we have like a final level at this point. So on the daily time frame, sellers need to push and break down, clean break, for us to start seeing a major reversal. But for now, direction is to the upside. Finally, let's look at the 4-hour time frame to see what we might get. On the 4-hour time frame, just like what we have on the monthly, weekly, daily time frame, we have this range. Is the range bottom, is the range top. We have a clean break and a retest. These are where the impulsive move started. Impulsive move started around here, so we might expect price on the 4-hour time frame to get as high as 2529 before dropping to pick more buyers. Alright, 2529 with respect to the 4-hour time frame range breakout, because what we are looking at is that price has already retested after a break of this particular point. After the break of the range top, price retested that point and more buyers came in and price already going up. So as soon as market opens, if this trend line is if the trend line is a formidable trend line, we must see price respecting it, and price might likely go up. So the direction is to the upside on the 4-hour time frame. If price refuses to go up, we have the resistance area might become support. Price drops. Now if that level fails, we have this order block at this point that might hold price. That level fails, we have this area as a stronghold for the buyers. If that fails, we have another area here, and then finally we have this particular area for buyers to step in. Sellers need to break all these for us to see a reversal of the current trend. But for now, the trend is bullish. It's advisable you look for buying opportunities. So that's that for the weekend analysis of the price of gold on the higher time frames. If you like this video, why don't you smash the like button? Go ahead and smash the subscribe button if you are yet to subscribe to the channel. Thank you to our current subscribers for subscribing to the channel. If you have comments, questions, why don't you drop it below the video? We'll try as much as possible to respond to your questions. We have our website www.beanfxtrader.com. You can visit that website to learn more on how to trade. Till I come your way next time, it's bye for now.